If you're watching this video, you're probably facing one of the most difficult decisions many of us will ever have to make. Maybe you've been living alone for years and wondering if it's still the right choice. Maybe your children have been gently suggesting it might be time to consider other options. Or perhaps you've had a health scare that's made you question whether you can safely continue managing on your own. First, let me tell you something important. You are not alone in wrestling with these thoughts. Millions of people your age are asking themselves the same questions right now, and whatever you're feeling, whether it's fear, sadness, confusion, or even relief at considering your options, all of those feelings are completely normal and valid. This decision doesn't have to be made in fear or rushed because of pressure from others. Today, we're going to walk through this together, calmly and thoughtfully, so you can make the choice that's truly right for you. Hello, and welcome to what I hope will be a helpful and comforting conversation. Today, we're talking about a choice that affects thousands of families every day, whether to continue living independently at home or consider moving to an assisted living community or care home. This is never an easy decision, and there's something I want you to know right from the start. There is no single right answer for everyone. What's right for your neighbor, your friend, or even your own family member might not be right for you, and that's perfectly okay. Some people thrive living independently well into their 90s. Others find that moving to a care community brings them new friendships, peace of mind, and a quality of life they hadn't expected. Both choices can be wonderful, and both deserve respect. What matters most is that you make this decision thoughtfully, with good information, and with consideration for what will truly serve your well-being and happiness. Over the next 20 minutes, we'll explore the key factors you should consider. We'll look at safety and health, social connections, daily responsibilities, financial considerations, and your personal values around independence. We'll approach each topic with honesty, but also with hope, because whatever you decide, there are ways to make it work well for you. Remember, this conversation is about giving you information and perspective, not telling you what to do. You know yourself better than anyone else, and ultimately, this choice is yours to make. Let's start with perhaps the most practical consideration: your safety and health needs. This is often what prompts the conversation about living arrangements in the first place, and it's important to think about it honestly and without shame. Living alone can be wonderful when you're healthy and mobile. You have complete control over your environment, your schedule, and your daily routines. You can eat what you want, when you want. You can go to bed early or stay up late. You can keep your home exactly as you like it. For many people, this independence is deeply valuable and worth preserving as long as possible. However, as we age, certain safety concerns naturally arise. If you've had a fall recently, or if you sometimes feel unsteady on your feet, it's worth considering what would happen if you fell when no one was around. This isn't meant to frighten you, but rather to help you think practically about your situation. If you have chronic health conditions that require medication management, ask yourself honestly, do you sometimes forget to take your medications or take them twice by mistake? Do you have trouble opening medication bottles or keeping track of complex medication schedules? Consider your vision and hearing as well. If you're having trouble seeing clearly, especially at night, or if you're not hearing the phone ring or someone at the door, these changes affect your safety and your connection to help if you need it. On the other hand, moving to a care home or assisted living community means having trained staff available around the clock. If you fall, someone will know quickly. If you have a medical emergency, help is immediately available. Many communities also have nursing staff who can help manage medications, monitor health conditions, and coordinate with your doctor. However, this increased safety often comes with less privacy and independence. You'll be sharing space with others, following community schedules for meals and activities, and adapting to rules and routines that aren't entirely your own. Think about your current health honestly. Are you managing well on your own, or are you struggling with daily tasks? Are you eating regular nutritious meals, or are you sometimes skipping meals because shopping and cooking have become difficult? Remember, acknowledging that you might benefit from more support isn't admitting defeat, it's being wise and taking care of yourself. Many people find that having some daily support actually helps them maintain their independence longer because they're getting good nutrition, taking medications properly, and staying safer. The key question isn't whether you're perfectly healthy and strong. The key question is whether your current living situation supports your health and safety in a way that allows you to enjoy your life. But incredibly important, your social and emotional well-being. Humans are social creatures at every age, and loneliness can affect both our mental and physical health. Do you have people you can call when you need someone to talk to? Do you have opportunities for social interaction that bring you joy? Some people living alone have rich social lives. They may have close neighbors, active involvement in religious or community organizations, regular visits from family, or strong friendships that provide meaningful connection. If this describes you, and if you can maintain these connections while living independently, that's wonderful. If you've lost friends to illness or death and haven't been able to replace those connections, or if mobility issues have made it harder to get out and socialize, loneliness may be affecting your quality of life more than you realize. Research shows that chronic loneliness can affect our immune system, increase our risk of depression, and even impact our physical health. It's a real concern that deserves attention, and staff members who get to know you as an individual. Many residents find friendships they never expected to make. However, community living also means less solitude when you want it. You might miss the quiet of your own home, the ability to be alone with your thoughts, or the peace of your own private space whenever you need it. Some people worry that moving to a care community means they'll be surrounded by people who are sicker or more frail than they are. While communities do serve people with varying levels of health and ability, many residents are active, engaged people who've chosen community living for the social benefits and peace of mind it provides. Consider your personality as well. Do you enjoy group activities and communal dining, or do you prefer one-on-one conversations and intimate gatherings? The goal is finding the right balance of social connection and personal space for your temperament and needs. Some people find this balance living independently with strong community ties. Others find it in the structured social environment of a care community. What's most important is that you don't let loneliness become a constant companion. Whether you address this by staying in your own home and building stronger social connections, or by moving to a community where social interaction is part of daily life, make sure you're getting the human connection you need to thrive. This includes everything from housekeeping and laundry to cooking, shopping, and personal care. When we're younger, we often take these tasks for granted. But as we age, what once felt routine can become challenging or exhausting. There's no shame in acknowledging when tasks that used to be easy have become difficult. Think about cooking, for instance. Are you still preparing regular, nutritious meals for yourself? Or have you found yourself relying more on processed foods, skipping meals, or eating the same few things because shopping and cooking have become burdensome? Good nutrition is crucial for maintaining health and energy as we age. Consider housekeeping and home maintenance. Is your home staying reasonably clean and organized, or are tasks piling up because they've become physically difficult? Are you able to keep up with laundry? Or do you sometimes find yourself without clean clothes because the laundry room feels too far away or the machine's too difficult to manage? What about personal care? Are you able to bathe safely and regularly? Can you manage your grooming and dressing without difficulty? These are private matters, but they're important for both health and dignity. Home maintenance is another consideration. When something breaks or needs repair, are you able to arrange for fixes, or does this feel overwhelming? Are you able to manage yard work, or has your outdoor space become neglected because it's too much to handle? If you're struggling with several of these daily tasks, you're not alone and you're not failing. These challenges are a normal part of aging for many people. The question is how to address them in a way that supports your well-being. Living independently, you might consider hiring help for specific tasks. Many people benefit from having a cleaning service, a meal delivery program, or a personal care aide who visits regularly. These services can help you maintain independence while getting support where you need it. However, arranging and managing multiple services can sometimes feel complicated and expensive. You'll need to coordinate schedules, manage different service providers, and ensure that you're getting reliable, trustworthy help. In a care community, many of these daily tasks are handled for you. Meals are prepared and served in a dining room. Housekeeping services maintain your living space. Laundry services are often available. Some communities also provide personal care assistance as needed. This can be enormously freeing. Instead of spending your energy on household tasks, you can focus on activities you enjoy, relationships that matter to you, and pursuits that bring meaning to your life. However, this also means giving up some control over your daily environment. You'll be eating meals prepared by others on schedules set by the community. Your living space will be cleaned by staff members rather than maintained exactly as you prefer. The key is being honest about which daily tasks you're managing well, and which have become burdensome or unsafe. If you're thriving, managing your own household, that's wonderful. If you're struggling and finding that household management is taking all your energy, it might be time to consider alternatives that would free you to focus on what matters most to you. Let's talk about the financial aspects of this decision, because for most people, cost is a significant factor that needs careful consideration. Living independently often feels less expensive on the surface, especially if you own your home and have low monthly housing costs. You have control over your spending on food, utilities, and household expenses. You can choose to spend more or less based on your budget and priorities. However, the true cost of independent living includes more than just your basic housing expenses. Consider the cost of home maintenance and repairs, which can be substantial and unpredictable. Think about transportation costs, especially if you're no longer driving and need to rely on taxi services, ride-sharing, or delivery services for shopping and appointments. If you're hiring help for housekeeping, meal preparation, or personal care, these services add up quickly. A cleaning service might cost several $100s per month. Meal delivery services, while convenient, are typically more expensive than cooking at home. Personal care aides can cost anywhere from $20 to $40 per hour, depending on your location and the level of care needed. Don't forget about potential emergency costs. If you have a medical emergency or accident at home, you might face unexpected expenses for emergency services, medical treatment, or temporary care assistance. Care communities typically charge a monthly fee that covers housing, meals, basic utilities, housekeeping, and some level of personal care or assistance. This might seem expensive initially, but it's important to calculate the total cost of independent living, including all services and potential emergencies. Many people find that the monthly cost of a care community is comparable to, or sometimes even less than, the total cost of maintaining independence with appropriate support services. However, care communities often require entrance fees or deposits, and monthly costs can increase if you need higher levels of care. It's important to understand the fee structure completely, including what happens if your care needs increase over time. Consider your long-term financial security as well. Will you be able to afford your current living situation if your health changes and you need more assistance? Do you have resources set aside for potential care needs? Or would a health crisis create financial hardship? Many care communities accept long-term care insurance, which can help offset costs. Some also have financial assistance programs for residents who spend down their resources over time. The goal isn't to choose the cheapest option, but to choose an option that's financially sustainable for your situation and provides good value for the services and peace of mind you receive. Consider working with a financial advisor who specializes in elder care planning, or speaking with social workers at local care communities, who can help you understand your options and potential funding sources. Remember, this is an investment in your quality of life and well-being. The right choice is one that you can afford comfortably while meeting your needs for safety, social connection, and personal care. The final area to consider is perhaps the most personal: your values around independence, autonomy, and what makes life meaningful for you. For many people, independence is deeply tied to their sense of identity and self-worth. The ability to make your own choices, control your own environment, and live life on your own terms feels essential to who you are. If this describes you, these feelings deserve respect and consideration. Independence can mean different things to different people. For some, it means living in their own home, surrounded by their own possessions, following their own schedule. For others, independence means having the freedom to pursue interests and relationships without being burdened by household management or safety concerns. Think about what independence means to you specifically. Is it about having your own space and privacy? Is it about making your own decisions about daily activities? Is it about maintaining familiar routines and surroundings? Or is it about having the freedom and energy to focus on relationships and activities that bring you joy? Sometimes, what we think of as independence can actually become a form of isolation or burden. If managing your household is taking all your energy, you might actually have more freedom and independence in a community where those tasks are handled for you. Consider your priorities for this stage of your life. What matters most to you now? Is it maintaining familiar surroundings, or is it having rich social connections? Is it complete control over your daily schedule, or is it peace of mind about your safety and care? Many people find that their definition of a good life evolves as they age. Things that seemed crucial at 60 might feel less important at 70. Priorities that seemed unimportant might become central to happiness and well-being. It's also worth considering your legacy and what you want for your loved ones. Some people want to remain in their family home because it holds precious memories and they want to preserve that connection. Others find that staying in a home they can no longer maintain creates stress for their adult children, and they prefer to make a proactive choice that gives everyone peace of mind. Think about your energy and how you want to spend it. Do you want to spend your time and energy managing a household? Or would you prefer to direct that energy toward relationships, hobbies, learning, or other pursuits that bring you fulfillment? Consider also your future self. The decision you make today should account not just for how you feel and function now, but how you want to be cared for if your needs change. Do you want to age in place with increasing levels of home care? Or would you prefer to make a transition while you're still healthy enough to adapt and build new routines? There's no right or wrong answer to these questions. What matters is that you're honest with yourself about your values, your priorities, and what will truly support your well-being and happiness. Remember that choosing additional support or a care community isn't giving up your independence. It's making an independent choice about how you want to live and be cared for. It's taking control of your future rather than waiting for circumstances to force decisions upon you. We've covered a lot of ground together today, looking at safety and health, social connections, daily responsibilities, financial considerations, and personal values. These are the key areas that can help guide your thinking about whether to continue living alone or consider a care community. Here's what I want you to remember most. There is no universal right answer to this question. What's right for you depends on your unique circumstances, your health, your relationships, your finances, and your personal values. Both choices can lead to happiness and fulfillment when they're the right fit for your situation. This decision doesn't have to be permanent either. Some people try living in a care community and find it's not for them, so they return to independent living with additional support services. Others move to assisted living and discover a quality of life they hadn't expected. Life is dynamic, and your living situation can evolve as your needs and preferences change. If you're feeling pressured by family members to make this decision quickly, remember that you have the right to take your time and consider your options carefully. A good decision is one that's made thoughtfully, not one that's made under pressure. I encourage you to have honest conversations with the people who care about you. Share your concerns, your hopes, and your fears. Listen to their perspectives, but remember that ultimately, this choice is yours to make. If you're curious about care communities, consider visiting a few in your area. Most communities welcome visitors and are happy to give tours, share meals, and let you experience what daily life is like there. You might be surprised by what you discover. If you're determined to continue living independently, consider what support services might help you do so safely and comfortably. Don't wait until a crisis forces your hand. Proactive planning gives you more options and more control over your future. Whatever you decide, remember that making a choice that supports your well-being and happiness is a sign of wisdom and strength, not weakness. You've lived a full life and earned the right to make decisions that serve your best interests. Clinical studies show that people who feel they have control over their living situation, regardless of whether they live independently or in a community, report higher levels of satisfaction and better health outcomes. What matters most is that you feel your choice aligns with your needs and values. Thank you for spending this time thinking through these important considerations. If this video has been helpful to you, please share it with others who might be facing similar decisions. We're all in this journey of aging together, and supporting each other with good information and understanding makes the path easier for everyone. I wish you wisdom, peace, and confidence as you consider what's best for your future. Remember, whatever you choose, there are ways to make it work well for you. Take care of yourself and trust yourself to make the right decision for your life.